boys and girls. My name is Anthony Fredericks, and I write children's books. I write books about animals and about nature, and lots of things that you can find outdoors. Well, one day, my wife and I took a trip. We took a trip to Northern California because we wanted to see some tall trees. We wanted to see the redwood trees. And as we were walking among all those redwood trees, I got an idea. I got an idea for a new book called Tall Tree. This is a book about some of the animals that live high in the tall tree. And today I'd like to share this book with you. And you know what, boys and girls? Maybe you can help me out, because not only is this a book about animals that live high in the tree, but it's also a counting book. And if you know your numbers, then you can help me count in the book. Are you ready? Here we go. Tall tree. Creeping, hopping, zipping throughout the redwoods green are many different creatures who are very seldom seen. They live among the branches high in this tall tree. Insects, birds, and mammals. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 1. A single soaring eagle against a sky of blue searches for his dinner, and now comes number 2. 2 brown and spotted owls nest in the canopy, carrying food to babies. And now comes number 3. 3 climbing salamanders above the forest floor hunt for tiny insects. And now comes number 4. 4 busy woodpeckers, in order to survive, are storing all their acorns. And now comes number 5. 5 furry wood rats darting in the sticks, dining on some juicy plants. And now comes number 6. 6 chattering chipmunks in this treetop heaven dash and dart and scamper. And now comes number 7. 7 busy bumblebees zig and zag and wait. They flash in black and yellow. And now comes number 8. 8 sleeping bats roosting in a line, waiting for the moon to rise. And now comes number 9. 9 banana slugs, yellow, slimy, then they slide around the tree. And now comes number 10. 10 spotted ladybugs on teeny tiny feet crawl along the needles. But our story's not complete. Many other animals sleep and eat and roam up in this tall tree, their elevated home. The tree lives in a forest close to the foggy shore. It's a wild and magic place. Come discover and explore. And that's the end of the tall, tall tree. But guess what, boys and girls? In the next couple of pages, there are some activities and some games and some fun things that you can do. Maybe you might want to ask your parents or ask your teacher if you want to do those things. And one of the things that is suggested in this book is that maybe you might want to go outside yourself. And maybe you might want to look around. Maybe you might want to look up in the tall, tall trees. And maybe you might see an animal that we saw in Tall, Tall Tree. Remember this one? Remember the eagle flying high above the trees? Well, depending on where you live in the country, maybe you'll see an eagle flying up in the trees. And maybe you'll see some other animals too. I hope you enjoy your discoveries, and I hope you enjoy Tall, Tall Tree.